So good afternoon students. So welcome to the computer class. So due to some reasons I was unable to take the previous classes. Actually I was not feeling well, so I was not taken the class. From now onwards I will take the regular classes. Okay. So I think in the last class I have completed the third chapter. So and the exercise questions I will given you in the form of pictures. So through that you can write the answers for fill in the blanks, for true or false, for match the followings, for what are all questions will be there in the exercise questions. You can take it from that picture. Okay, I will send the pictures in the subject group. You can take it from that group. Okay, now we can move to the next chapter, that is the fourth chapter, that what we can call it as a designing and formatting a web page. Okay, so I think in the last class I have explained you all how to create a web page by using a HTML tags. Okay, there are some more tags we are going to see here. They are first one, usage of elements. In that you are going to see it as headings here. Heading. So there are usually we will going to write the headings in many sizes. See here in this picture you can see here, first one will be very big, next one will be little bit smaller than the first one, third one will be little bit smaller than the second one. Likewise the headings will be there. For that one we have to use the tags called h1, h2 up to h6. We are using a heading tags. So h1 will be more bigger. Here for that we have to write the code like this. First we have to write the HTML tag, then we have to write the head tag, then title. So in the title they have given the statement as using heading styles, then they have closed the title tag, after that they have closed the head tag, then in the body tag they are writing a headings. In that if we want high size heading, for that we have to write it as h1. In that we can write any of the statement, after that we have to close the h1. Likewise up to h6 we have to write it, after that we have to close the body tag, and after that we have to close the HTML tag. Once we have written all these tags, then you can move to the, you can see those in the web page like this. See here, first one will be more bigger, second one will be little bit bigger. Likewise the things will come under in the web page. Okay, this is all about the heading tag. Then we can move to the next, that is the paragraph. So in the paragraph what we will going to write it. So in the web page, if you want the paragraph in the center, we have to write for paragraphs here. Before that, for paragraph we are using a tag called P. So that too in a angular bracket we have to write it. So to start a new paragraph we are using a tag called P. Then if you want the paragraph at the center, we have to write a tag like this, P align center. Then if you want it in a right side, we have to write it as P align right. If you want it like in a left side, we have to write like P align left. Likewise we have to give the tag to the paragraph. Okay, then we can if you want justify, if you give the justify, it will take default layout from the right side. That is what this is what about all the paragraph tags. Then we can move to the next tag, that what we can call it as a center. If we want the statement in the center, we have to write it as a tag called center. That in an angular bracket. Once we have written center, after that we have to write any of the statement, then after that we have to close the center tag. Then next tag will be comment tag. If you want to do any of the comments, we are using a tag called comment. See here they have given comment. They are writing learning HTML is great one. Then after that they have closed the comment tag. Then break. For example, consider in a we are writing something in a notepad. Once we have written one sentence, after that we're going to hit the enter. So the next line will come in the next line. So for that one we are using a break here, just like a enter. Next cursor will come in the next line. No, for that one we are using a break. That what we can call it as a BR. For the tag they have used it as BR. Okay, Then we can move to the next tag, that is HR, that is a horizontal line. So see here, this is horizontal. For example, consider this image. See here how the statement will be. All the statement will be horizontally will be there. There is no vertical will be there is no any vertical sentences will be given in the picture. So to write like this, we are using a code called HR. See here, they have given the HR size as 12 here. So that gives the size of the statement, thought of the day. It is big in size, no? So that they have given it as HR size 12. Okay. So likewise, we are using the horizontal line tag. Okay. Next, we can move to the next one, font style tags. For example, consider, I think all of you have aware of this one. In Word, you are in Paint, you are using bold, italic, underline. For if you want to bold the statement, we are using a tag called bold. That is, B is used for the bold tag. See here in the syntax, they have given B KIPS CYL. They have written some statement. After that, they have closed the tag, that is a hash B. If you want to do the italic, that line, the tag is used for italic will be I. Then next, that we can call it as a /I. That is what we can call it as an italic. Okay. Then underline, U is used for underline. Okay. If you want the underline, they have used the tag called U, that in angular bracket. See this program they have given using the HTML. See here, they have given so using the bold, italic, and underline. See here, this image KIPS will be bold. There they have written B. Then second one will be they have underlined, and third line will be they have italic style statement will be there. That what we can call it as an italic. Okay. Then typewriter. In typewriter font, we are using, for that one they are using a tag called TT. Okay. Next, we can move to the strike. For example, if you want to strike any of the sentences, for that one we are using a tag called strike, that is S. The syntax is used for strike is the S1. Once we have written S, and after writing the statement, we have to close the syntax tag, that that is the strike tag by /S. Then subscript. To make the statement subscript, we are using the tag called /SUP. Then for superscript, we are using a SUP. For subscript, we are using the -sub. For subscript, -sub. For superscript, we are using the SUP. Okay. Then see here, this is the how they have given by using the strike, subscript, and superscript. See here, first sentence will be they have scratched. For that one they have used the strike. Then subscript, CO2, O2, to how they have written CO2. For this we can call it as a subscript. And for superscript, A plus B whole square. To write the whole square, for that we are using the superscript. You can see that it in a coding format. See here how they have written. Go through this, through the book. Okay, you will going to get to know. You will going to actually while doing a lab, you will going to know much more. Just I am giving a theory part over here. Okay. Next tag will be big and small. To make the text big, we are using the big tag, and for small, we are using the small tag. See here in the in this code they have given big. They have given one sentence. Love is the essence of everything beautiful. That is /big. See here, the sentence will be came in a web page like this. Okay. Then small tag. For to make the sentence small, we are using the small tag. After that, we have closed the small tag. Okay. Then pre-performed. Next one will be pre-performed. So to make the text like this, see here, to make the text, to look the text like this, we are using the pre that is performated. Here God help those who help those. To look like this, we are using a tag called pre. Then next we can move to the changing font size, text color and background. So to change the text and font size, see here they have font face. We are using the syntax for font will be font face. Font face they have given copper black, like we can change anything, Times of New Roman, we can change any of the font face. And font type and font face they have given copper black, and p align, that is they have given it as center. The statement will be look at the center. Then slash, we can end with a slash p. Then we can end with a font. Then br for break, and p align, it will be center, means here they have given. Like this we have to use the font. You can change the font size, color and background. We can see those one by one. Okay, wait a minute. See here this font size, how to change the font size. See here they have given the syntax is shown in the textbook. Font size, there they have given font size equal to 3 they have given. Okay, so depending upon the size, the statement will look in the web pages. Okay, see here font size they have given 3. The window will look like this. See here. Okay, next we can move to the font color. We can change any of the color. Font color pink, blue, green, any we can give. Purple, red, silver, yellow, anything we can give. That color will be given it in a, wait a minute. Okay, the next one we can move to the, see here in the window the color will be look like red and purple. They have given it as a red and purple, so they have given like this. Next we can move to the base font. See here, to look the window like this, we are using the base font like this. So this base font tag is used to set the font face, color and other attributes of the whole HTML documents. For that they are using the base font. The syntax will be base font size equal to 4. We have to give like this. Okay, I think it's enough for today. I will continue in the next class. Okay.